Hey, good morning, Amanda. Yeah, that's right. So it's still an active scene here, even though police tell us they do have a person in custody, a person of interest in custody. That person actually had to be taken to the hospital. His injuries unknown at this point, but Julie Glidewell is a witness. She lives in this apartment complex where that shooting happened. You actually live directly across from the man who was shooting.
Right. Yeah, I think that he started shooting around 10:45 or maybe 11 o'clock. At first, we just thought it was like firecrackers, but then it got louder. So we called 911, and then like it went on for hours. We hid in the bathroom, and then we had to hide in the closet and just like lay down on the ground, and there was 4 of us.
So when we say you live directly across from this person of interest, you say you open your apartment door and he's right there.
Yeah, his door is right in front of mine.
And you were also saying, tell people how with your nephew and the bullets made entry into your apartment.
The first shot that we heard, something came through. I don't know where it came from, but it grazed his toe, so it like hit his toe. I mean, he's fine, but like it happened so fast, we didn't really know what was going on. Like I thought maybe a phone charger like popped or something, but no, it was, and then it just kept going on and on. It sounded like he was literally like outside the door. Well, he was, and he was just shooting.
Was this person saying anything when it happened?
I didn't hear him say anything. We thought we heard him knock on the door at one time. We were really nervous and scared that he was going to shoot down the door because it was a shotgun that he had. So it was very traumatic.
So you called police around 10:45. What time did police first arrive on the scene?
I didn't really see him because my apartment's in the back. We called 911 several times, and they were here the entire time. We could start hearing them outside. We could hear the helicopter. So we knew that they were here, but they just couldn't secure the scene to come get us. And I think it was about 1:45, 2 o'clock when the SWAT team finally came. Well, they were able to come and get us.
Yeah, so how did that all happen?
So we had them on the phone, one of the officers on the phone, and so he told us what he was about to do, and they came and they knocked on the door very lightly, and then we just rushed down the stairs.
When we spoke with police, Pflugerville police, they could hardly give us much information regarding this case. Do you know why this started or how it started?
I have no clue. I've only seen that neighbor maybe a handful of times. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything.
He was also taken to the hospital. Unknown injuries at this point is what police had told us. Do you know anyone else that was possibly injured from this?
Other than my nephew, no. But he's fine. It just grazed his toe. But he was the only person that I know of. And I think that maybe my apartment was maybe the only one that was shot. But it's still ongoing. I don't know.
Yeah, police say at first there was a threat to the public, clearly.
Yeah.
No longer a threat to the public, but as you guys can see behind Julie, there is still an area blocked off. That's where Julie's apartment building is located. What have police told you so far, or maybe the apartment complex, about when you can go back?
Well, we haven't heard from the apartment complex, not yet, unless they've gotten here in the past 20 minutes or so. The police, they had us over at DPS right next door, and they haven't really told us anything. I was able to go back and secure, I have a couple of cats, and so I was able to secure them, but other than that, that was in and out. The crime scene is still there, people.
You were saying that when it was happening, clearly you were very scared, very frightened. Knowing now this person is in police custody, how do you feel?
I still feel scared. We heard a pop, when they busted down his door, they breached it. We were walking to DPS, or over at DPS, and we could hear it, and all of us in our building just jumped. We've been hearing shots for 2 hours. He was shooting nonstop.
Okay, Julie, well, thank you so much for talking to us, and I'm glad you're safe, and
Thank you.
I hope your nephew's foot heals properly. But this is the Highlands apartment complex. For those of you just tuning in, police responded here around 11:15 of shots fired. That person responsible for the shooting is in the hospital with unknown injuries at this time. Back to you.